Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are continuing Ethereal Enigma. So yes, let's hop right to it, shall we? I grinned back at her. I'm really thankful to have such an understanding family, and I don't want to burden them any more than I already have. It's important that I find out how to send Erin back home. Realizing the time, Mina and I pick up the pace. There are still a lot of students milling about when we enter the courtyard. Many are chatting with their friends or finishing up any homework they didn't do. I don't spot Cozy anywhere, though. There's an equally good chance that he's either already in the classroom or even later than we are. Me and I head up the front steps and open the heavy doors, entering the room. The hallways are emptier than I expected. It's a much nicer pace than yesterday, and we soon reach the end of the hall. We arrive in class before the instructor. Cozy is already in his seat and waves us over.
Hey guys! What's with the slow start today? I had to go on ahead without you.
For once, it wasn't me who was the holdup. Mina scoffs.
I was only later than you because I wasted time looking for you. Who would have guessed you'd already be downstairs?
So you're saying that it's a bad thing I was up on time?
No! You should be able to wake up on your own.
So then you're admitting that it's your fault we were late?
No, it's still your fault.
You can't have it both ways. I shoot Cozy an exaggerated look. He shrugs. Miss Sato enters the classroom. Quieting everyone with a greeting, she instructs us to open our textbooks and begins the morning lesson. About halfway through the lesson, the classroom door cracks open. The instructor pauses while a new student walks in. She hands Miss Sato a letter. Although she's dressed in our school uniform, I directly recognize that pale blonde hair. Thumbnail. My heart drops into my stomach like a lead weight when Evelyn turns to face the classroom. Or face the room. What is she doing here?
Everyone, we have a new transfer student joining our class.
She waits for Evelyn to introduce herself. Instead, she just looks confused at the teacher.
Why don't you say a few words of introduction?
Evelyn looks like she's trying to remember something, then shrugs. Lifting her head high, she throws her hands on her hip. Oh no, this looks familiar. My eyes widen in horror. I feel as if I'm watching a car wreck about to happen with no way to stop it.
I am Princess Erilyn Dawn, Duchess of Velinor, 3rd heiress of Veldon.
The class is stunned into silence. Feeling Mina's questioning gaze on me, I sink to my seat, hoping to disappear from sight. Finally, Miss Sato laughs.
Oh, it appears we have a drama student. How very fun!
The class breaks into giggles, and everyone relaxes after that comment.
Please take a seat so we can resume the lessons. There's an open one towards the back of the room.
She points to the seat beside me. Without hesitation, Erilyn crosses the room and sits down. What happened to being Erilyn, the international student from Sweden? She shrugs.
These commoner titles are all so trivial. I couldn't care to remember what it was.
Or were you just unable to remember? She scoffs.
As if that would happen.
With a sigh, I decide not to push the issue. It can't get any worse after that introduction anyway. I thought I told you to stay in the house. What are you doing here?
I tried to stay in the house. It wasn't my fault.
Before you can say any more, Miss Sato clears her throat.
I'm sure we'd all like to welcome Miss Dawn, but class is in session.
We both fall silent. I count down the minutes until lunch, my mind burning with questions, as Miss Sato continues the class. As soon as the lunch break begins, I pull Erilyn aside. Why are you out of the house?
As I already told you, the fault is not with me. I went back into the kitchen to get more of those
She clears her throat.
something more to eat. And your uncle saw me in there. He kept insisting that I was supposed to be in school, even though I told him otherwise. He said something about helping me with my paperwork and then walked me to the school. Do you not have automotive transportation?
We tend to walk more than drive. We do, of course, but it's mainly used for long distances. People tend to walk whenever possible, and since we live so close to the school, there's no point in driving. I'm a little surprised she didn't come back with some sort of retort, but also very glad that she didn't. But going back to the original point,
I was getting to it. Your uncle talked to the school and they figured out my transfer and then forced me to dress up in these horrible clothes before sending me here.
she fidgets with her outfit. I can't help but notice the way her shirt clings to her and how the few secured buttons strain to remain closed. At least you can fit in better. On the bright side, at least you can fit in more this way.
I've tried to fit in as much as I can, but the buttons just won't stay.
A brush seals my cheeks. That wasn't exactly what I meant. Well, it seems like you're stuck coming to school after all. Mina scoots over to us.
Erlen, you're here. I thought you weren't coming in until later.
Aylin looks over to me. I guess everything was sorted faster than anticipated. Mina raises a brow.
If she just had to finish up some paperwork, we could have taken her to the administrative office this morning.
I didn't think she'd be coming to school at all this morning. It doesn't matter anymore. She's here now. Mina nods and flashes Aylin a smile.
Next time you need help with something, you can come to me. If you wait on this guy
She jabbed a thumb in my direction.
to figure things out, you'll be waiting forever. And it'll still end up being a complicated mess.
Aylin giggles.
Yes, I can already see that.
She shoots me an unimpressed look, then stands to her feet, looking back at Mina with another smile.
In that case, would you be so kind as to tell me where the restroom is?
Mina perks up.
Of course! It'll be easier if I show you. Come with me.
Thank you.
Mina grins back, and the two of them head out. As I lean back in my chair and wonder what about the situation, Koji slides into the newly vacant seat.
You and that new girl were talking for a long time.
His tone is almost accusatory. I'm surprised he didn't jump in earlier, but I'm sure it's because he was too busy scoping and eavesdropping first.
A long time.
I'm sure it was only for a few minutes. I'm sure it wasn't that long. We only spoke for a few minutes before she left.
A few minutes longer than what newly met acquaintances would spend. With how familiar she was towards you. It's almost like you two have met before.
His comment catches me off guard. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. I can't stop the brush burning my cheeks. I can't let him know. My words burn out before I can stop them. My voice louder than expected. No, I mean no. Of course not. She just started. Kose grins mischievously.
Aha! You do know her!
What? I just said I didn't.
Yeah, but in the guiltiest way possible. Just look at your face. Now fess up. How do you know her?
My face feels like it's on fire at this point. Stupid self giving me away. I guess no point denying it further. I ran into her at the shrine on my way home yesterday.
Oh man. If only I'd taken that detour. Maybe it would have been me who got to meet her instead.
If only it were that simple.
Hey.
Startled, I glance behind me and see Kira hovering nearby. Kose's eyes widen like saucers. Hi.
Hey, Kira!
She glances at Kose.
Oh, hello.
Then she turns back to me.
Are you free after school today?
Yeah, I think so. What's
I
up?
was hoping we could meet in the courtyard to talk.
I wonder what this is about. I have no idea what she could want to talk about with me. We don't know each other at all, but I guess there's only one way to find out what she wants. Sure. Kira nods.
I'll see you then.
As soon as she's done speaking, she leaves and exits the classroom. Kira really is a go a few words. Goes and slumps all to his seat.
Are you kidding me right now? Erlen and now Kira too?
Coach is not the only one who's noticed. I feel the eyes of the classmates on me too. The shimmer of whispers slowly begins. They must be wondering the same thing as Kose. It's just a coincidence. I'm sure it's nothing. Aylin sits next to me, so it makes sense that she talked to her desk buddy.
And what about Kira? Exactly. There's no explanation.
He flopped onto the floor.
This is it. I'm dead.
Kose, get up, dude. You're embarrassing both of us.
Nope. Can't. Too dead. This is my life now.
I don't notice the ghouls return until Mina calmly steps over
Is Kose
Kose.
having a crisis again?
It seems like
Why
it.
is the world so cruel? How come my best friend gets all the girls and I can't even get one?
Following Mina's lead, Aelin daintily hops over him, being ignored a second time that seems to spur something within him. His eyes widen.
I, the best friend? And he's the MC?
Oh my god. Kose grins over to me, then laughs.
What am I thinking? Of course not. How could I be relegated to the comic relief? No, I won't take this lying down.
There's a new fire in his eyes as he peels himself off of the ground.
I, Kosei Nakahara, am the MC of this story. You hear that, world?
Just then the instructor enters the room.
Hear what, Mr. Nakahara?
Nothing.
Kose and the rest of us take our seats. I'm glad he was able to work through whatever that was. He looks even more determined than ever. The instructor begins to write on the blackboard.
I hope you all enjoyed your break. Now we'll begin our next lesson.
Finally, classes are finished and school is over for the day. I quickly pack up my things and get ready to head out. I nod to Aelin about my meeting when Mina comes up to me.
Hey, wait up! Aren't we all walking home together?
Sorry, I gotta meet somebody. You and Aelin can head home tonight.
Oh,
Head home together.
Okay. Who are you meeting?
Kira. Mina looks more surprised than necessary.
Really? How did that happen?
It's a long story. Kose will tell you about it. I'll meet you at home. She turns to
What's
Kose.
he talking about?
Kose sighs deeply.
Don't even get me started. I've got to get to work.
While Mina goes to Aelin, I take the opportunity to slip out and head outside. Kira waits for me in the courtyard in front of the school. She looks over and nods when I approach. I nod back, but begin to feel uneasy under her stare. Maybe we should get this over with. What is it that you wanted to talk about? She takes a deep
At
breath.
the shrine, I saw everything.
Define everything. I wonder what she actually saw. What do you mean by everything? She hesitates, finding her words.
I saw Erilyn drop out of the sky and land on you.
Oh, well, that about sums it up, actually. Kira taps her chin in
What I
thought.
can't figure out is that weird thing I saw in the sky.
What weird thing? She shakes her head.
I don't know. It had weird shapes and seemed to glow. I've never seen it before, and then a moment later, Erilyn fell.
I think back to last night. Did I notice anything in the sky? It was all so sudden. I wonder if that's the ethereal energy the old woman was talking about. She blinks.
What's ethereal energy?
I have no idea. It was something the old lady mentioned. Did you see her? Kira looks at me blankly. She was kind of pushy about making a wish and said something about the ethereal energy and the astral continuum alignment. She shakes her head.
None of that sounds familiar.
I think she's involved in this. The thing in the sky might be something she created, or at least something she knows about. I need to go back to the shrine to find her. I wonder if I should ask her to join me. She's not really a part of this mess, and I don't want to involve her more than necessary. But a part of me is relieved that she knows. Will you be willing to go with me? Kira hesitates. I'll need your help describing whatever was in the sky if we do find the old woman. Plus, since you were there last night, you might remember something I missed. At that moment, she nods. Truth be told, I'm glad for her help. It's easier to carry this secret between two people rather than just one. Let's go back to the shrine tomorrow afternoon and see if she is there.
Sure.
We exchange numbers and finalize details. Then Kira checks the time on her
I
phone.
have to go now, but I'll meet you tomorrow.
Sure. We say our goodbyes and I begin to walk back home. When I walk through the door, I hear Aelin and Mina talking. I hope Aelin is not saying anything to borrow a cover. Hustling, I kick off my shoes and hurry into the living room. Both girls sit on the couch. Aelin has a lock of hair in her hands, and Mina compares her own hair beside it. They glance at me as I step in.
Oh, hi, cuz. Welcome back.
Thanks. What are you two up
I
to?
was just asking Erlyn how she gets her hair so shiny.
It's from the hair mask I use.
Hair mask?
Ailyn nods.
That's right. The one I use is made out of egg yolks and a few drops of lemon juice. I let it sit in my hair for exactly 20 minutes before washing it out with cool water.
Mina's eyes drop.
Huh?
Pop.
That actually works?
See for yourself.
Ailyn smiles and runs her fingers through her hair again. Mina stares, impressed. She wistfully strokes her own hair.
Do you think that would work on mine?
Absolutely. It would work on anyone's hair.
She shifts on the couch and touches one of Mina's short locks.
Your natural hair is already very healthy and pretty. If we just give it a little touch-up, we can get it to shine even more.
I've never seen Mina get so excited about this girly stuff before, but her smile turns radiant.
Aw, that sounds like so much fun! We should have a girls' night sometime so you can show me how to do it!
Ailyn blinks.
A girls' night?
Yeah!
After a moment, Ailyn matches Mina's grin.
That could be fun.
The middle one. I'm glad they're bonding. It's nice to see Ailyn and Mina getting closer. I'm sure Ailyn appreciates being able to do something familiar in this world. Sounds like you guys are going to have a great time. Mina nods.
Yep!
Mina smiles at Ailyn and tilts her head.
Do you use any other beauty products?
Oh yes, my skincare routine is essential.
Ailyn counts off on her fingers.
I use a face mask at least 3 times a week. There's also cleanser, moisturizer, toner.
Mina's eyes widen.
That sounds so complicated! I had no idea there was so much to do! I just wash my face with soap.
That's important too. What kind of soap?
The same one I use to wash my body?
Ailyn chokes.
What? You can't do that!
Huh? Why?
Because that's how you dry out your face! Body soap and face soap are completely different.
Horror settles over Mina's face.
It is?
Of course it is! Body soap strips your skin of healthy oils, and your face is so delicate and cute. Please change your habits now before it's too late.
My face is cute.
Mina touches her face, looking surprised.
Very much so.
A touch of pink colors Mina's cheeks as she grins from ear to ear.
That's so nice of you, Erilyn.
I'm only stating the truth. Luckily, I'm here now to teach you everything I know.
I feel a little bit like I'm intruding on a moment. Maybe I should leave you to it. Both of them glance at me as if I'm remembering I'm still
Oh,
here.
we're not gonna do any of that right now. We're saving it for girls' night.
Ailyn nods. Mina shifts to face me.
In fact, now that you're home, we should visit Kosei at his new job.
Definitely have to go support my bro, yep. I smile back and nod. Good idea, I've been meaning to check out that arcade. Sounds awesome. Mina nods in agreement.
What about you, Erilyn? Do you want to visit Kosei with us?
Ailyn doesn't bat an eye.
What's a kosei?
Who? He's a guy from our class.
Are you planning on walking there?
Yeah, it's really close by.
Ailyn leans back into the
No,
couch.
thank you.
Mina blinks.
Oh, okay.
Seriously?
I'm exhausted.
But we only went to school.
Yes, exactly.
She gets to her feet.
I'm going to go have a little lie down. You two have fun.
She turns around and heads towards the stairs, leaving her things on the floor. Your bag?
Oh, yes. Please see to it.
She waves us off and disappears upstairs. Mina turns to me confused.
What was that about? It's like she's never had a full day of school before.
Jet lag.
Oh, that makes sense. Anyway, let's go.
We leave home and head to the arcade. As it turns out, Mina was right, it's close by. Soon we reach a large, modern-looking building. The glass doors are automatic and slide open when we approach. Once inside, we stumble to a halt. Whoa! The arcade is busy and I hear the wiring of games and people laughing. Screens with colorful lights blink in the background. To the side is a glass case filled with prizes. Bigger and more impressive ones line the wall behind it. A quaint cafe on the other side of the room offers an assortment of drinks and snacks.
Oh my gosh!
Mina shimmers with excitement.
This place is awesome!
Agreed, we gotta check out those games later. For now, where's Koze? We look around for Koze, but can't find him anywhere. I spot a guy in uniform scrubbing the display case and approach him. Excuse me.
Hello, how may I help you?
We're looking for Koze Nakahara. He was just hired recently, is he here?
Oh, of
Is he
course,
around?
1 second.
He walks away, disappearing to the back. We wait a few minutes before seeing Koze. A pleasant, surprised smile spreads across his face.
Oh, hey! You guys came!
Of course! We had to take a look at this place for ourselves.
I give the arcade another glance, impressed. Dude, this place is so cool. I can't believe you're actually working at an
I
arcade.
know! I can't believe how lucky I am! Long gone are those dull ramen shop days.
Yeah, you're really moving up in the world.
Tell me about it. I love it here.
Does that mean your first day is going well?
It's going great.
That's awesome, Kosei! I'm happy for you.
She taps her chin in thought.
Although, I'm really curious to see what you do now. Can you show us?
Koze's face lights up.
I'd love to.
Great!
Cool. Then let's get going.
I'm expecting him to take us to one of the games. Instead, he steers us towards the cafe. Mina blinks.
Wait a second. I thought you worked with the games.
He grins.
Nah, the games are cool. But just wait and see.
Mina and I share a glance. I guess we both assumed he worked with the game machines. But technically, the cafe is part of the arcade too. Follow him into the kitchen, and Mina brightens.
Oh, are you actually cooking? That's awesome!
No, not yet. But this is just as good.
Mina and I exchange another look. Wow, just as good as cooking? I wonder what it is. We weave around cooking station and chef. They ignore us, too confused on their work. The different sweet and savory smells make my mouth water. Finally, Koze comes to a halt by a large sink. It's filled to the brim with a mountain of bubbles and colorful dishes, and an elaborate dishwasher sits beside it.
Behold! Isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your whole life?
I don't get it. Wait for him to explain. We wait for something amazing to reveal itself, but it never does. Now I'm very confused. Mina lifts an eyebrow.
What are you talking about?
These porringers, of course!
What's a porringer?
One of these!
Koze beams and picks up a small bowl with a handle. It dunks into the soapy water. He starts scrubbing away, perfectly content. We wait for him to tell us this isn't as and all a joke and show us what he actually does here, but he simply continues washing. So, I hesitate.
What else do you do here?
Koze blinks.
What do you mean?
Weren't you doing dishes before?
Yeah?
So, isn't this exactly the same thing? Koze's eyes
This
widen.
isn't the same at all. Like I said, these are porringers.
Mina and I blink.
What?
Just look at these ceramic cups.
He picks one up for emphasis.
These saucers. This carafe.
Carafe? Isn't that just a picture?
No, they're completely different.
He gathers all the dishes and adds them into the
They're
sink.
so cool. Way better than those dull bowls at the ramen shop.
I don't get it, but I would show him support anyway. I really don't understand why Koze is so thrilled about doing the dishes again, but I'll support him anyway. Dude, I join him by the sink, glancing at the array of dirty dishes. You're right, these porringers are beautiful. His face breaks into a genuine grin.
Right? Look at them. Such artistry.
Such durability. I can see why you love washing them. I certainly would
I'm
too.
glad you understand.
Mina's face pinches.
Are you guys serious?
We turn and give her a look. Of course.
Why would we joke about something like this?
She glances between us, wide-eyed, then she sighs and shakes her head.
You two are both crazy.
We watch as Koze presses a button on the dishwasher. There's a loud dinging noise, followed by a kaleidoscope of flashing colors. He grins and puffs out his chest.
Did you guys see that? Now that's impressive.
What is?
The porcelain immaculation sanitizer, of course. This is some industrial-grade, heavy-duty machinery.
Mina's about to speak, but another coworker approaches Koze carrying a pile of dishes.
Hey, sorry, man. There's more.
No worries. I'm happy to help out.
He takes the pile from him and starts washing. The man smiles.
By the way, great job so far.
That makes Koze beam.
Thanks, man. I'm really excited to be here.
Glad to hear it. It's a pretty fun place to work. Have you checked out any of the games yet?
Oh, no, not yet. But I plan to. Do you have a favorite?
The two of them hit it off, chatting animatedly. Something like that. I don't know. The worry slowly melts from Mina's face. Her eyes soften, and she smiles.
You know what? Never mind. I think I finally understand why he likes it here.
Yeah, me too. It's remarkable how he can be so upbeat during something as simple as dishes. It's great to see him being accepted so quickly by his coworkers too.
We should probably leave him to his work, though.
Yeah. I approach Koze, tapping him on the shoulder. Hey, we're going to get out of your hair. Congrats again on the new job.
Okay, cool. Thanks for visiting.
Mina and I leave the kitchen. I don't really want to go home yet, and I can tell Mina doesn't either. While we're here, we may as well check out some of the games. Mina Bryan's at the suggestion.
Good idea! After all, it would be a real shame to come all this way and not even play one game.
Agreed. We wander around the arcade looking for anything that catches our eyes. Mina seemed interested in an archery game and quickly snapped up the bow. She motions for me to grab the second one. What was supposed to be just a quick game turns into many rounds. We lose track of time in the arcade, and when we finally decide to return home, it's already dark out. The walk home is smooth and uneventful. Visiting the arcade really boosted my mood. Mina is in good spirits too. Once we return home, I spot Uncle Hajime in the living room.
Oh, good, you're home.
Uncle Hajime, did you close early tonight? He
We
nods.
sold out earlier than anticipated, so closed up shop. Your aunt is upstairs enjoying her night off.
It's good to hear business is doing well. It's more fun at the bakery when it's busy.
I hope you remember that during your shift tomorrow.
Mina freezes. I can tell she forgot we had work, but she smoothly recovers with a smile.
Of course I will.
That's my girl.
Uncle Jimmy laughs, affectionately ruffling Mina's hair. I look around. Where's Evelyn?
Oh, she's upstairs in her room. She's been holed up in there since dinner. I wonder if she's feeling well.
It's just jet lag, Dad.
Ah, of course. Have you two had dinner yet? I've saved some leftovers just in case.
My stomach rumbles in response, and the two of us sit down to eat. After dinner, I help with the cleanup before going to my room. Cracking open my books, I get started on my homework. I stifle a yawn as I finish the last question, then get ready for bed. As I gratefully slip into my bed, I fall into a quick and easy sleep. I wake up feeling alert and refreshed. I got to sleep in a little more than usual, and it has made all the difference. After getting ready and finishing breakfast, Mina and I head to the bakery. It's a beautiful day, so the walk to work is fast and smooth. I hope my shift ends on time. I haven't forgotten about meeting Kira at the shrine afterwards. Once we arrive, Mina and I throw on our aprons. Sunlight filters in through the bakery's windows, highlighting display cases filled with the sweet treats. The fresh scent of bread and sugar mingles in the air, giving the place a warm and homely feeling. Aunt Emiko finishes up a transaction with a customer before ushering us over.
I'm so glad you're both here.
She pulls Mina to the cash register.
Sweetie, can you please take over the register?
Mina nods to help the next person in line. Aunt Emiko hands me a tray.
Here is the latest batch of bread. Can you put them out on display for me, honey?
Of course, Aunt Emiko.
Thank you, dear. If you need me, I'll be in the back with your uncle working on a catering order.
As she disappears to the kitchen, I set to work. The store is bustling with hungry customers all morning. The bread flies off the shelves faster than I can restock them. Eventually, the rush dies down. As the last customer leaves, Mina lets out a deep breath and sits at one of the tables.
Phew, it's finally slowing down.
Yeah, the last rush was crazy. She slumps against the table looking
I
exhausted.
just want one moment to myself.
The bell dings above the door. I look over and see a young man into the shop. He looks slightly older than us. Maybe he's a high school senior. Mina's eyes widen. Her back straightens up, right? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the video here. We at the 30-minute mark again. And I'm going to continue this later again. This series again. I'm enjoying it. And yeah, hope you guys are too. And sooner enough, I will be... by this time, right, besides the 3rd episode comes out, right, Resident Evil 2 and Dead Space. Resident Evil 2 and Dead Space remakes will already be up on a Saturday at this point. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye, guys.